Hello everyone. Welcome back to Lotus Chat Worldwide. And of course, we have Jen in the house. Hi, Jen.
Hi everyone.
Okay, today we're gonna deep dive into episode 87. Inspiration is everywhere. So to kind of kickstart our podcast today, I wanted to ask you, Jen, have you ever had that feeling where you are stuck, uh, you know, stuck somewhere and, kind of like looking for inspiration? Do you ever felt that way?
Yes, I have multiple occasions in my life where I've kind of felt like I've lost I guess you can say like the gusto, the spark, inspiration as you called it, Zian, where I just didn't feel very much like a willingness to want to either move forward or even to create
Yes.
or, all of that. So, I can give a personal example in terms
Mhm.
of like when that's happened to me. And there was one time, and I remember this clearly, I was wanting to compete for a particular award in my fine arts program. And I
Your
really
what
didn't,
program? Sorry.
fine arts.
Fine
So
arts,
like, yeah,
yes.
fine arts. And I was taking a couple of courses and they were going to have some type of like
Mm.
gallery, whatnot, like a mock gallery type of situation. And they were looking for, certain pieces from each student to put in this mock gallery that we were all going to put together. And
Mm.
I admit, I got really nervous. And I think I let the nerves get to me where I was just like, I don't know what to draw. I don't even know what to paint. And I kind of like felt like as the more I worried, and I'm sure some of you can relate, the more you worry, the less inspired you become. And then the
Mm.
inspiration kind of leaves, and you're like, well,
Definitely.
now I'm not inspired to really put anything on paper. And it took me a while to get out of that. And the way that I kind of got myself back to that inspiring mindset where I had that light bulb moment where I wanted to really capture my ideas again and
Mm.
get something out there was when I finally realized as I was talking to my the fellow colleagues that I was around, the people in my class, and I was asking them like, what do I do? Like, I have my portfolio. I have no idea if any of these are good enough. What should I put up there on the wall? And one of my colleagues said, you're overthinking it.
Mm.
The gallery is supposed to be a collection of all of our work, and honestly, art is subjective.
Mm.
And you are making it seem like it has to be like this big work of art that's like over the top and it's the only thing that would be good enough. And mind you, if you have not been following our Lotus Chat episodes and my ideas about perfectionism, I was wanting it to be the best piece I could create. And I had my friends take a look at my portfolio and they found something that I myself would not have thought was very inspiring. But what really made me think it was when they told me how they felt about my piece. And
Mm.
that actually reignited my inspiration in wanting to create something new. So I ended up turning in an old piece and a new piece because they said you really
Wow.
should do like a follow up of this because this piece would work really nicely as a duo with
Mm.
something
Mm.
else, something new. So
Mm.
that actually, hearing from other people how inspiring my work was to them actually helped me
Mm.
create a new piece. So that's how I kind of got through
Wow.
that.
So hearing from other people, that's how you get inspired. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good.
And
Okay.
what about you, Ziana? I'm curious if you had like an experience that was.
For me, I get inspiration when I do my own exploration. So, say for example, I enjoy, just exploring new cafes, new places in the city.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
And and yeah, like for example, today I'm interested to go and look and explore in a new place in KL. I've never been there before. I've seen it multiple times on Instagram. Never really took the time. Always tell myself I'm busy. But then today I told myself, I'm going to do it because I want to be inspired, you know, and I'm going to explore this new place that I've never been. And I think every time when I explore new places, it just gives me that inspiration. Yeah, because I see new things, I look at new buildings, I see new art. And what's really interesting that got me there is that this place is a old school. transform into a commercial area. So I just want to see how they do it, like how they preserve that old heritage, but yet they infuse that new modern commercial side of things. I'm guessing it'll be artsy, I'm not sure. So we'll see how it goes. So for me, exploration gives me inspiration.
Ooh, I love that. I definitely feel like it can help like expand the mind and get yourself out of your own, like I was doing, right? I was getting in my head and I was overthinking. And I imagine if I would explore more, it would make me get out of that so that I
Yes.
could, feel more comfortable in actually like getting creative. And I
Mm,
think that's a
mm,
beautiful thing, where the outdoors and other places can inspire us. And the other thing that I want to put out there is I know that for me, being inspired by other people inspires me. But
mm.
another thing that inspires me is music. And
Wow.
so when it comes to music, and for all of you out there who feel also inspired by
Mm,
music, I think the beauty of it is that there are no words and there's only sounds.
mm,
And for example, if I've lost inspiration and let's say I'm no longer feeling good about something, for example,
mm,
I sometimes do put on just some classical music or a favorite song or something with words and or no words. It just depends on like what mood I'm in, and it can actually inspire me to get out of the mood I'm in, inspire me to write something down,
mm.
poetry, lyrics, different things like that. And I find that, it just really can quiet my mind
Mm.
because the music or the lyrics actually are saying the things that I want to say. I don't know if that's like, it's a deep way of saying it, but, even things
Music.
without words can say things with that you want to
Yeah.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of music?
So, like, if classical, it would be like Claire de Lune for me, or
I love Teddy.
it's
Yeah.
a gorgeous piece for those of you out there who have not listened to it. Beautiful piece, and it's actually been featured in quite a few movies
Yeah.
that I can remember. And in terms of like spoken word, I usually gear more towards like softer lyrics. Sometimes even like powerful women who are singing like
Mm.
ballads. I can describe a lot of artists out there who are, women who are particularly inspiring when it comes to like how they sing about, strength and
Mm.
courage and bravery. I mean, I'm gonna put one out there like Katy Perry for one with her music, or Taylor Swift.
Mm.
Ones that I know that have really powerful lyrics, or somebody like we can even go back in time and we can say like Stevie Nicks and um Joni Mitchell, and women who I feel have like a really beautiful sound and beautiful
Yes.
lyrics too. So that's just an example. How about you, Zian? Like, is there like a particular type of music that also inspires you and gets you to that,
Yeah. I like
inspiration
classical.
point?
I like classical music. I enjoy that. And I like French music. I like music that I don't understand the lyrics, so I can focus on the
Yeah.
rhythms and the feeling of the music. So I like even Italian music. I like music that I don't understand. Yeah, I
Ooh.
don't really like English music. Yeah.
Oh no, French music, for example, I've heard some really great French music. My friend particularly loves French music.
Yes.
Music from other countries can be very
Hmm.
particularly inspiring. I've heard some great
Yes. Yeah.
choral music. But anyway, so for all of you out there, just know that there are many places that you can find inspiration, whether it's from other people, from having an adventure, or even sitting down and just listening to a piece of music. Is there anything else that we would like to tell our viewers today about this particular topic, Cian?
I think the other way that I get inspired is when I am totally immersed in that a
Mm.
new environment. So, like for example, if I go say hiking in a new place, and I'm totally absolutely immersed, and total immersion for me looks like no phones, no busy trying to take that shot. Total immersion looks like I'm not thinking about the next thing that I have to do, or, my checklist, my never-ending checklist. It's just me
Yeah.
and total presence, and just me just enjoying that
Yeah.
beautiful moment. So I think every time when I immerse myself deeply in that sense, I get really inspired as well.
I love that you said that because a beautiful view has always been able to inspire me. And
Yes.
so whenever I meet with somebody new or whenever I hear that my friend has visited someplace, I go, "Oh, you have to tell me if there's like a great view where I can just drive there or hike there or do, like I see like all these beautiful, social media Instagrammers
Mm.
who always post about this is a great place if you want to check out a waterfall or the horizon." So yes, definitely on my bucket list to continue to check those off, Zian. So thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. So that's all I've got for today.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, everyone out there in Lotus Chat community world who's watching us and has been with us since the very beginning. We really appreciate the support, and we will continue to bring these episodes for you as long as we know that you guys, are love them. And if you have friends who would love these episodes as well, please don't forget to share, to like, to comment below if any of this resonated with you. We always love hearing from our viewers and our listeners. We do have a Spotify podcast. If you are not already subscribed, check that out in case you want to listen to us on, I don't know, a morning or evening drive. So, yes, we will be back with a new episode hopefully soon. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
See you.
Bye, everyone.